Hey everyone, we are back down in Indiana on another beautiful day. We are in a field that we were in, was it 2 weekends ago, searching some other spots, and we were going to go back and finish some spots that we didn't get to.
Kind of ran out of light.
Yeah, we ran out of light. It was a really hot spot. We were finding tons of stuff, but yeah, it got dark. So I did just find the first thing of the day. It's a chunky looking tool, but it's got some good size to it. So let's take a look. It looks like it's whole.
Yeah, it's got some good flaking on it.
Yeah, it's really, yep, it's just like
Yeah, it's got some good size, look at that.
It's just a big blade maybe, or a tool, I don't know.
Yeah, look at that.
Maybe we're on to another spot.
It's got some sweet flaking, I bet that's gonna clean up really well. Yeah, look at that.
Don't mind my sniffing.
I'd say those are the pieces right there that, if they could tell stories, that'd be a good one. I bet that's seen a lot of use. All right, first find of the day. Let's find some more. All right, guys, how's it going? Tika just found that big tool here about 5 minutes ago. Like she said, this is a field that we walked a couple weeks ago. We ran out of daylight. We found a ton of stuff. Out in the field, there's multiple like sandy high spots. So we're literally just trying to find a couple of the ones that we didn't walk last time. This one's it's not very big, probably no bigger than the size of a couple houses, but there's a decent amount of material. She found that big tool. I just found a really nice broke, and I got something on the ground here. I don't know if it's whole or if it's broke. Right here. It does look like it's got a little concave base. I'm hoping it's worked and not a flake, so let's give her a look here. It's got a little bit of size to it. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a really nice triangle.
Oh, nice.
Check that out. Like really nice. Got some length.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
That means you're ahead of me already.
Yeah. See if it's. I think it's just a triangle. I almost looked like it had I thought it like a little bit of a paleo-looking base with that concaveness, but I just found a piece of pottery a minute ago, so I'm assuming that's probably just a big Madison. But yeah, another number 2 for the day, and we'll keep looking.
Hey guys, we're back. Mike found that triangle, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. It's been a little slower. A few pieces of flake here and there, but nothing exciting yet. I did just find a scraper. Normally we don't film scrapers because, you know, it's just another tool, but this one looks really cool. It's got a lot of really cool working on it.
Yeah, it does.
We just thought it was worth putting the camera on it.
Go ahead and grab that. Yeah, look at the uniface. Turn it, like spin it around like slowly.
Like that?
No, I mean around the
Like
edges. Yeah, all the way around that edge. Look at that.
Cool.
I mean, worked all the way around. That's seen a lot of use.
Yeah, this one's really cool.
That's cool. And then look on top there where the cortex is. That's where somebody's thumb was sitting.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That unifaced tool. That thing has probably skinned a lot of animals. Yeah, that's cool. That one's way too cool not to show, so it's good fun.
All right, we'll be back. Hey everyone, it is Tika. I am behind the camera because Mike is way the heck over there. Just found something. It's really pretty. My favorite kind of material, so I'm really excited to see. Looks like it's probably a blade or something. Oh, let's see. It is a scraper. Oh, it's different. I'm really working on that, so I guess today I just found a lot of scrapers. And so far, no points, but that is completely unifaced, so interesting. Alright, let's see what else we can find. I'm back. I am still by myself. I hate videoing by myself, but Mike is still here somewhere. When we were here a few weeks ago, this is like a big washout where they probably dug the sand out years ago for fill or for something, and I really wanted to come back and check out the side of this. So I was just looking and I found, looks like, oh, where is it? Oh, see, I hate videoing because I suck at it. Looks like maybe a Madison. So let's see if I can do this. Oh, yeah. Right in front of the camera. Oh, Madison. The year of Madisons for me. But I'm going to look on the side of this hill right now and see if I can find anything else. So wish me luck.
What's going on, everybody? I just moved all the way over the field here where Tika's at. This is part of the spot we walked last time, a couple weeks ago, where we ended. There's still a decent amount of field to walk. So we came over here, or I came over here to meet up with her. She's found quite a few so far, a lot of brokes, one nice Madison. I just found this piece, and there's a lot of slate pieces out here. We found some slate flakes, and I just noticed this, and it looks like it's got work all over it. So, take it up here. You know, there's a lot of slate out here that doesn't look like it's worked, but that thing looks like it's got flake scars all across it there. All across it there. I don't know if that's a big hand tool maybe, but it looks like it's been worked. So, I'm gonna get home and wash that up because it definitely looks like something. As much stuff is out here, I wouldn't be surprised if that's a big slate tool. So we'll wash it up and see what it looks like later.
Hey everyone, so we're back. Mike just found that slate tool, I don't know, 10 feet from here. We were just talking how we haven't found any side notches or any points with
Notches at all.
Notches at all.
Just Madisons, right?
Just Madisons, and I have found a slew of Madisons this year. I found 3 scrapers today. So not
it's been like a tool, like a lot of tools.
It's a lot of tools today. So
we just said we're getting to the point where we take one notched point.
We take one notched point, and I walked up on one, and of course it's white because it's all we ever find. So one of these days we're going to venture to another state and have some really pretty material, but I don't know if it's whole or not because a lot of it's in the dirt.
It looks good in the ground at least, so we'll take that. Get over this corn, take a look at that.
At least it's exciting because everything else we've found today has just kind of been right on top for us.
Or you could see it was broke, so.
All right, ready?
Fingers crossed.
Oops. Yay! Well, that's a funky top. It's
broke.
It's broke, but it's still really
It's
cool.
still nice.
It's still a nice point.
I thought it'd be rounded at the top. Let me take a look at it. Wow, it's nice. I can see it's got a big impact fracture right there. Look at that. Huge. Right down the tip of it.
Dang.
Monster impact fracture.
It's always one or the other. It's gonna have broken tip or broken base. That one's got a great base.
Yeah, it's very heavily ground in there.
That's okay.
Pretty serrated
it's still
too.
a point. I'll take it today.
Yeah, nice. All right, well, we'll keep going. Not bad.
All right, I'm back. I took about 3 steps.
Should have kept the camera on.
I should have just kept the camera on. I found another one. It's an actual point. I can see it definitely has a tip ding in it. The other side is under the dirt, so kind of interested to see what this is gonna look like. Like we said, it's not the day of superstars, but this one looks like it'd be pretty sweet if that was there. Oh wow.
It's a lot bigger than I thought.
It's a lot bigger than I thought.
Oh,
dang.
God.
It's a lot bigger tip ding than I thought too.
Let me see that.
In the dirt, it looked like it was just a tiny, tiny tip ding. Shoot.
Oh man. That's a. Gosh.
Well, maybe we're onto a good spot though.
Throw on the ground here. Yeah, look at that, dude. Ouch.
And this is right after Mike told me I couldn't look 3 rows. It wasn't possible.
Jeez, man. All right, find a whole one. How's it going, guys? It's late in the afternoon. We've been walking for a couple hours, it seems
Feels
like.
like days.
It seems like a long time. We're getting pretty tired. We got a couple more rows and we're gonna be done. Tika found those couple brokes, and we thought we were gonna find a bunch after that because there's material everywhere, but we just haven't. We have found a lot of brokes. I mean, it's been a day of that. I bet we have a dozen brokes, and a lot of them are really nice. But I finally walked up on something that looks like it might be a hafted scraper, so I got it on video anyway. It looks like it's got a rounded tip. Hopefully it's not just broke, but looks like it might be. Let's see here. Looks like it was a hafted scraper, and it's got a little bit of a tip ding on it, but like I said, we're getting towards the end of the day, and we're not finding a ton, so we got that on video, and hopefully we'll find a couple more to finish it out anyway. So take care. All right, guys, we're just wrapping up. We had a long day. We've been out here for, was it 8 hours? Tika's made me very aware of that.
I'm hungry.
She was done like an hour and a half ago, but we keep pushing on. Like I said, we got an absolute pile of brokes. I found 3 more in the last row. It's just not been our day for full points. But literally the last row, persistence pays off, and I got one right on top here, right on the way out. So pretty happy about that, finally. Yeah, it's a good one too. Really good one. I'm very happy with that. End of the day, it's getting dark. We've been here since about 11 o'clock this morning.
Feels like yesterday.
And we stuck with it. Like I said, we found a ton of brokes. So this point, that point means a lot to finish the day out with. So pretty happy with that.
I shook the camera because the mosquitoes are biting me. So.
Yeah, we're gonna get going. All right, guys, we're actually walking out, fighting to see who finds the last one of the day. I got it so far with that last white point, and I literally just walked up on a monster, but it looks like it's broke. Look at this thing. I just figured I'm gonna video it though, because it's big. Yeah, it's, look at that. What a freaking giant point. That's an ear right there. Looks like by my finger. Yeah, it's all kinds of broke there and down on the base, but look at that thing. Gosh, that would have been huge. Hard to find something in the field that is that big that's not broke. But I'd still take that because that's got some beautiful working on it. So, all right, we're still headed out. There's still a few more rows left. What's going on, everybody? Here's a quick cleanup for our latest hunt here. This is a site that Tika and I call the Sandhills. It's a huge field basically made up of a bunch of different sandhills overlooking a big wetland. We were there a couple weeks ago and we didn't get a chance to cover it all. So her and I went this past weekend and we did our best to cover as many high spots and sandhills as we could. We found quite a bit of stuff. Unfortunately, it was just a day of brokes. We did find some few whole pieces, but overall, some super heartbreakers. Just kind of one of those days, you know, where most of the things you find are broke, and you can't find a whole point to save your life. So kind of go through some of the stuff real quick with you. We did find a lot of tools. It seemed like not only did we find a lot of brokes, but we found a lot of tools. This was a piece that you see me pull out. We did find a lot of slate on that site. A lot of it is obviously just natural pieces of slate. This, however, right in the middle of the site, I'm assuming it's a tool. You can see a lot of flake scars on it. You know, I don't find a ton of stuff in slate, but that piece has a worked edge, it looks like, all the way around it. So if anybody has any idea, or if they see anything like that on any of their sites, feel free to comment. But I'm pretty sure that's a tool. Like I said, there's a lot of other tools on the site. Big chunk of what looks like Indiana green, made into a big old chopper or a tool. Here's another one that Tika found. I think this is the first one she found that day. Just a big, heavy, thick work tool. This was a scraper that she found. I know we videoed it. We don't video all the scrapers that we find, but this one was just too nice not to. It's big unifaced, and it has worked literally all the way around that piece. So flaked really nice. It's got one little chip in it right there. But other than that, I thought that was pretty neat piece. A couple other scrapers. This one was kind of a neat color. We don't find them looking like that too often, so kind of unique. This is one that she found when I wasn't around, and absolutely beautiful scraper. You know, for people who like those, flaked just perfect. It's in pristine shape, big uniface, and just the craftsmanship on that is second to none. So that's a really cool piece. Yeah, unfortunately we had a lot of brokes. We didn't film a lot of them. You know, just some monster broken tips. Yeah, this piece would have been really nice. Looks like the bases broke off. Looks like some archaic stuff. Big bevels to it in that. This was a piece that I found on a site that was next to the Sandhills that we didn't get a whole lot of video of, but that was unfortunately a really nice heartbreaker. I'm not sure if that was a big sandy or something like that, but big side notch. Looks like another little Kurt corner notch came off the Sandhills, and then just some tips. Obviously, a little bifurcated piece. It's a multicultural site because we do find a decent amount of Madisons. Here's the hole points that we found. I found this piece on the way out, you guys saw, and this is another heartbreaker. Base is broke on that. Not really sure what that would have been. It's as thin as can be. You can see the ear right there. I thought this was broke at the tip, but it looks like it's all worked on the inside here. So it's kind of funky at the top, but unfortunately it's broke. But it's too nice not to show. No idea what that would have been. I wish we could have seen it whole. So this is the piece that I found right at the very end. It's a nice point, one of the nicest ones that we found that day. So I was happy to find that right at the end. This was the point that Tika found. She found these next two right here, side by side, basically. Killer little ground base on that. Had a heavy impact fracture. So it's kind of got a neat story, I'm sure, to it. That unfortunate piece. This piece here was one of those ones that you wish you could see whole, because that thing would have been a stunner. You can see the lines it has there in the base. When it's wet, it's got all kinds of different colors and reds and purples and oranges that have circles around the base right there. And, I'm thinking that was a big Hopewell. It's not ground at all, and kind of has that typical Hopewell shape, but looks like that might have also had an impact fracture of some sort right down the front there. Broke that whole thing off, but what a killer that would have been. This was just a triangle that I found, kind of a longer one. It's got some really nice thinning strikes right up the base there. Beautiful material, striped. This is just a little crude point that I found. This was that little blunt or hafted scraper that I found towards the end of the day. I wasn't with Tika. That was a beautiful Madison that she picked up. She was over there by herself when she found that. And then she found this little tiny drill as well. So anyway, guys, hopefully everybody's out and they're still finding stuff, getting out before the crops get up too high. That's an overall of what we found at the Sandhills, and hopefully we'll be able to maybe hit that again in the fall if it gets turned over. If not, we're still hoping one of our best sites hasn't even been worked up yet, so we're hoping that gets worked up here soon and we'll be able to get back out there. So good luck to everybody and take care.